Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 8 of Seaopolis. Last time we made this mob cage that has a little baby blades growing in it, and it is the most disappointing thing in the world. So we're going to pretend we didn't spend a whole like 2 episodes working towards mob cages. I mean, to be fair, along the way we made new technology. We have basic mechanism stuff. I don't know, what else did we accomplish? I can fly. I no longer die when I fly. All good things. Anyways, today I would like to start pursuing resource generation a different way, and that is through mystical agriculture. So mystical agriculture seeds can be grown or can be made, and then they grow these essences, and then these essences can turn into various types of resources. In fact, most resources have a mystical agriculture seed. Not all. There are some resources that cannot be generated this way, but for most resources that do have seeds, this is by far the easiest way to generate them in large amount. Like we even do nether stars. It's 27 essences to one nether star, but I mean, hey, it's 3 nether stars for the cost of plants. All right, so let's see what exactly we have to do to get into mystical agriculture. Here's the quest line. So we have to get into infernium seeds first, and this is, we've already done dust, so it's berries. And the berry quest is back here. All right, so it looks like we need ceramic organic water. I guess it's because I've never picked up organic water in a ceramic bucket. All right, fine. I don't even have a ceramic bucket anymore. And then I have to sieve some grass, which apparently has a broken texture, to get all the starter seeds. So there we go. Beetroot, pumpkin. I already have basic seeds, and that might be it. I'm gonna go a little bit, but I think there's sugarcane is one of them. Maybe not. Let's just finish this batch and call it a day. All right, so those are probably more or less all the beginner seeds. So we have tomato, there's probably more in here, but whatever. For now, I need to make. What is the first seed? I have to make sugarcane seeds. So that's wheat, beetroot, and pumpkin. Let's grow each of these a little bit so I don't use, the last of my seeds. The wheat, pumpkin, and beetroot. Since when did Minecraft have beetroot seeds? Were beetroots their own seed? But I mean, it's a Minecraft item. I guess that's a change that's happened in recent versions of Minecraft while I was living under a rock. This vanilla things. All right, where's our phytogenic? This thing, right? Cool. So this grows seeds. Wow, fancy. Well, because this I find this machine a little bit slow. Let's see about making the next tier augment here. So I think we should be able to make reinforced iron. This is just signalum, which is made in an alloy smelter or induction smelter. Redstone, copper, and silver. That's easy. And then the resonant one, lumium is. I've already made some lumium, but this is also just induction smelter. And inderium is also just induction. Oh, it's diamond now. Interesting. So diamond dust, lead, ender pearl. I thought it was platinum, but it used to be platinum. And the ratios change every time. Now it's 4 ingots, well, 3 lead. This used to take, last version of Minecraft, or in 1.12, this took 4 ender pearls and would make 4 inderium. But now I guess, well, whatever. The ender pearl is really the only thing in here we don't have an infinite amount of. So yeah, let's go ahead and make a handful of each of these. Maybe like try to make 10 each, so I can run some resonant tier machines. They're just faster baseline. While I've got those various alloys like inderium and hardened glass crafting, let's move our wind generators up to the world limit. So they right now are producing 113.45. Let's see if I can make one more. Nope. I'll just take one of these with me probably. Move it to the world height and see how much better it gets up there. So I guess up we go. Let me try to get lined up nicely, and there we go. The power made by these wind turbines should be based on the height of the top block, and it has to be within build height, so it's right there at 255, I think. And it'll make 192. The fact that this is a nice clean number suggests to me that this is indeed right at build height. So here we go. We have a 192 as opposed to, what was it again? Like 110, something like that. Don't die of fall damage. As opposed to, oh, skyblock. I don't know how much it was because I guess I built over them. That's all right. I'll move all these up. Yeah, it was like 110 something, right? So it's what, 60-70% more power. I don't know how to do math. But more power is good, especially because it doesn't cost us anything other than like a trip up here every time we want to add more turbines. Also, isn't it a little weird that the wind generator needs to see the sky? I kind of get why the solar generator does. I mean, it's a solar panel after all, but the wind one, you know, you can put it under a roof, right? I mean, apparently not. But anyways, I suspect our stuff is done. That's a lot of hardened glass. And now we should be able to make the upgrades. So let's start with 5 of them. Hey, would you look at that? Resource-wise, it's not even that expensive. 20 Enderium ingots is 20 Ender Pearls. That's probably the hardest part of the lot. Used a healthy chunk of redstone too, but whatever. Hit the go button. Wait a couple seconds, and we got them. All right, so various machines. I guess I'll put one in the induction smelter. This is one of the slowest machines in the base. So with this upgrade, it was using 160 RF per tick at 75% efficiency, so 120 RF per tick effective output. With this, I guess it literally doubles it, because that's the difference between 4x and 2x. Who'd have thought? Further testing, if you have both or multiple sets of integrated components in here, it only benefits from the higher tier of the two. So it's 240 at 83%, still the same. Whereas this makes it 320 at 75%. All right, cool. There's a different augment we can use. Well, I'm used to, well, they're still called augments in the code, so I'm going to keep calling them augments. These augments, there's a different one we could use to increase the efficiency at the cost of RF usage. But the one stat I care about is processing speed, and using flux linkage amplifiers gives you the best of that. Now that I've got my plants grown, I can throw their seeds into, okay, apparently not. Oh, it's wheat, not wheat seeds. Beetroot, pumpkin, and wheat plant into organic water. Oof. And we get sugarcane. Now with sugarcane, we can grow that on SNAD. So I'm going to plant or add a couple more of these botany pots to grow the sugarcane automatically. I think I have to convert it to actual sugarcane though, and that has to be done on true, honest to goodness American grown sand. I know how sugarcane works. It has to be planted next to water. The trick you used to be able to do with SNAD and just taking it with redstone extremely quick doesn't seem to work anymore. It now doesn't provide any more growth bonus than presumably what SNAD does baseline. So we get rid of this lag generator and just grow it in a botany pot. If the trick did work, you could grow it significantly. Oh, it's not a source block now. Whatever. You could grow it significantly faster by just like breaking the block and world. But this is probably, well, it's definitely less laggy, cleaner, yada yada yada. The SNAD still does provide a bonus in these pots. Instead of taking a minute to grow, they only take 30 seconds. All right, so that's sugarcane. Then made in organic water, sweet berries. That's throwing sugarcane into organic water. Okay. How this turns sugarcane into berries, I'll never know. But that's sweet berry seeds, and then these, I assume, also have to be planted to be converted into berries. Then you have to grow them before you harvest it. Take 2, plant it, grow it, and then when you harvest it, you get these berries. The plant itself is the seed. It's the berry itself is the seed. So once I have these, I think I should be good to grow them in here, which is faster and a bit less prickly. So what do we get? Wow, 8-to-1 ratio, not half bad. All right, so this will get us plenty of sweet berries, which I believe now opens up the magical seeds quest line. Yep. So the infernium seed is made by throwing stack of berries, stack of dust, and a stack of, is it just any seed? Yeah. So is that not how we do this? Or dictionary tag searches? There we go. Saplings apparently count as seeds. Okay. There's no seed. There's seed pouch holdable. So I want forge seed. Yeah, I thought, why does this not work? Is that not how to search? Tag, $, require prefix. Yes. Set it to enabled. Can we not search by prefix? Alright, whatever then. I'll just grow. Does sugarcane count as a seed? No. there has to be something here. I'll just grow a bunch of wheat. Once again, into the organic water go 2 stacks of seeds, dust, and berries. Poof! Come out here 1 infernium seed. So I have a feeling that if I run this in here, I will get extra seed output. Let's see if that is true. Because seeds count as secondary output. Oh, this is slow. I didn't expect it to be faster. That's all right. But yeah, seeds count as secondary output, so it gets 1 seed by default. But because I have the fertilizer, it should multiply the seeds. I don't know if these seeds multiply natively, but okay, that is an untrue statement. It appears to be unaffected by fertilizer. I guess that's why there's a little fertilizer icon there, and that's why it's slow. Okay then. Plan B. We grow it. Well, let's see if it grows by bone meal. My gut says no, but we'll find out. Kill it, plant it, grow it. Nope. Go get it back. Good. Plan C. We look into other growth boosters. I've been told that the Pedestals mod has one of the things it can do is increase the speed of plants growing around it. I've never used this mod before, but I know it's one of the new additions in this version of Minecraft, so let's try it out. I need a linking tool to get started. Doesn't look that bad. I'm still not used to the fact that the dyes are not just literally the item. Like, green dye is no longer just, you know, cactus. Although at this point I don't even have cactus. How do I get cactus? Cactus, please. I assume I need the cactus seed. Okay, fern, wheat, melon. Linking tool. Then we can make the documentation book. So I love mods that have documentation books, at least when they're relatively well done. Looking at UTech Reborn. And good, I was hoping that wouldn't consume our linking tool. This should tell us everything we need to know about the Pedestals mod. Alright, so I'm going to do some reading here, see if I can understand it. Linking is backwards compared to how mods do it. To start, shift right click with the linking tool or on the pedestal that will be receiving, then right click the one that sending? Nah, shift right click the sender. Shift right click receiver, then regular right click sender is how Embers does it. Which I do agree is backwards, by the way. But sure. Let me, I don't even understand what the premise of the mod is. I assume it's based on using pedestals. I mean, let's start by making a few pedestals, I guess. Recipe looks nice and easy. Pedestal? There's a lot of pedestals. Go with the normal one. Just a regular pedestal, please. Aha! And upgrade. So I know this is where the magic comes. God, I tore down my mid-field projectors because they were large and annoying. Thankfully, they use materials we have plenty of. Unthankfully, I have to use the field projector again. Miniaturization time again. Let's copy the thing so we have it. Oh, that's not what I want. Reset. Clear. There we go. Copy from that corner to that corner. There we go. So again, we intentionally leave out the last corner so we can finish the structure by hand and then roll the thing in. Good, that did it. Now, please don't swallow my item. Don't swallow my item. Don't do it. Do it. Give me the output. Thanks. Ooh, completed the chapter. I'm gonna make another one of these just because I grabbed the resource. Forgot to switch you back to paste mode. Dang it. Alright, well, it looks like we're building it by hand. Just to test out the gadget, I'm gonna tear it down after building it. I just want to make sure that it works. Although, who knows how often I'll have to actually make these. These upgrades define what the pedestals functionally do. So, I don't even think that has to be centered in there. Last block. And go. Oh, I guess the pro doesn't have to cross the plane of the orange. Alright, so now that we have the pedestals, is there a part 2 to this? That's upgraded mechanism. Doesn't look like it. Alright then, I guess we figured it out on our own. The book doesn't really tell me how pedestals work. It tells me like about how to upgrade them and I don't know. But it doesn't tell me what the actual upgrades do. Like the the basic upgrades, you know. I suppose perhaps that can be somewhat inferred from their name. But for what I want the, not the planter, but, well, let's look at the options. I want the harvester one, but perhaps the planter one does both. No, the fertilizer one, that's what I want. All right, so let's start by making one of those. This is why I made two. I suspect we will need one to plant, one to harvest. And then we can place, just kind of spitballing here, place the pedestal down. It says 3x3 range, so it might have to be, without range upgrades, it might have to be right next to it. Put this on it, and then what? Do I throw items at it? I'm literally guessing now. Bam. No, this is probably what you link pedestals for. This makes a lot of sense. All right. Watch me learn. This is, you can hear the gears in my brain chugging right now. That's not remotely what I wanted you to do. Oh, that's probably just showing me chunk borders. So, there, stop. I linked it backwards. I regret this. Okay, so target source. Link successful. If I place you here, does absolutely nothing. It occurred to me that this is the fertilizer upgrade, not the planter one. So why would I expect it to plant? It also doesn't appear to be fertilizing though. So does it need bone meal? I should probably just look this up instead of speculating. Link you to you again, put bone meal on you, go. No. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up instead of just blindly speculating now. Wait, I'm a great big idiot. I forgot that the book has multiple tabs, and I was just in the getting started one. I was wondering why it didn't tell me more than how to get started with the mod. All right, so what we're looking for here is the fertilizer upgrade. Here we go. This upgrade will check any knot on top, above the top side of the pedestal. Wait, this will check any knot above the top side of the, so I think I need to move my pedestal down, and it will bone meal. I'm just gonna read off camera. Ah, I figured it out. Forgive me for taking so long. I mean, you don't know how long it took me, but I'll admit it took like half an hour. I've been right-clicking the upgrade on the pedestal, thinking that's how you put the upgrade on the pedestal. Forgive me for thinking that's the right way to do things. Turns out the right way to do it is, this is recently changed in the last month. So all the documentation and videos I was looking at were for an older version of pedestals. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I understand what the thing does. I can't get the upgrade on the darn pedestal. And the book doesn't tell me any of this, because I guess the book is also still for the old version of pedestals. So I was looking at like all the different upgrades, right? It's like I kind of get how they work. How do I put the upgrade on the pedestal? Well, turns out you put the item in your offhand slime. Be a loud leave. These slimes are the most obnoxious thing. They hit like a truck. They jump 7 miles high. I don't carry swords on. Oh, I do carry a sword on me. Die. Anyways, as I was saying, you put the upgrade in your offhand and then right click it on, and that causes it to work. And immediately you can see that it's trying to grow the crops. So it provides some growth ticks if you don't give it bone meal, which is not terribly fast. My upgrade is also not, or my pedestal itself is also not upgraded. But I mean, it's a start. So now I kind of understand how this works. Let's see what happens if I give it some bone meal. So now that I can just right click on, and oh look, it's growing the thing. And in fact, when I bone meal it, what range is it affecting? The fact that it's growing this crimson stuff tells me that it's, I think this, shift right click. No? I was hoping it would like draw. This is my linking tool, right? No, it's my upgrade tool. Area is 3x3x3. I thought it would be like from the pedestal top going that way. But I don't know, it must have affected this block here. I'll have to do some more experimenting to figure out the details. Question is, did it use up my bone meal? I think if I just right click it, it does. So it does use up bone meal slowly to do this, but it is able to grow the infernium seeds. And in fact, this is just a basic tier 1 pedestal, right? It does it pretty fast. Like, it doesn't have any of the upgrades on it. Cool. So let's go, I guess set up a farming area that doesn't have grass and stuff around. It's just plain old dirt. And we can try to make a farm. There are upgrades to these, so now if I take this back, our basic fertilizer upgrade can be enchanted with area to increase the area, range, you guess what that does, and speed. Speed is a big one because that increases the rate at which it does the growing thingy. some more testing here. It looks like the range includes the block that the pedestal itself is on. So the 3x3 is 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. So those are the affected blocks. That's good to know. Next, I want to see, well, right now I'm using it without bone meal, and it does look pretty weak. So the difference between with and without bone meal is significant. So we do need to supply it with bone meal. There's the effect. And then I'm curious, does it continue to use bone meal when the plant is fully grown? How did that drop out? 56. No, it does not. But it continues again once I harvest it, I presume? Maybe? Yes, and it uses 1 bone meal per. Alright, so it seems like it's a smart system that doesn't waste bone meal. If I plant my infernium seed instead, and get rid of the boring old wheat, have at it. There we go. And it still uses 1 bone meal per, I suspect. Bone meal? Yes. And if I take the bone meal out, how bad is it? Yeah, basically no effect. That's a lie. Calling it no effect is wrong. It's not the greatest effect. I'd like to know if it affects every plant, but I don't think there's an easy way that I can turn 1 seed into multiple in this pack. Unless there's a small chance that when I harvest it, I get multiple out. But like we saw there, it definitely grows faster with ooh, right, we can upgrade the farmland, but it definitely grows faster with the pedestal taking it than without. To improve that pedestal, I want to put a speed book on it. So if I make myself one of these books, hold on, it can be enchanted just in a regular enchanting table. However, if we want to target a given enchant, do I not have? I have a linking tool. Is that not the right tool for this? Linking tool. Why are you not liking my linking tool? Probably a BT data. But I can take this and make this book, and then now when I enchant this, in fact, I should make a enchanting table. I saw that Pedestals has an enchanter. I'm somewhat curious. Does its enchanter use EXP, or is it like a cheaty enchanter? Or is there some other enchanter I can use that doesn't use EXP? Because right now I have a whopping 29 levels, and that is noticeably less than the 30 you need to enchant. It looks like directly through the enchanting table, we can only go up to enchant level 3. It's a little difficult because I need enchant level 5 eventually, but I guess we just get started. So enchant the book with 3. Can I enchant it again? No, I can't. I need them. So I need 4 pedestal speed 3 books, right? But let's just, well, no, I don't want to try it as is because then I have to apply this enchant to the upgrade. Ooh, we can get 4 directly. All right, well, let's go get more levels the old-fashioned way. I couldn't find any clever way to get a... Oh my god, that's gonna blow me up. I couldn't find any clever way to get a whole lot of EXP. So, yeah, short of cleverness, I guess we do it brute force, right? Maybe we go use, like, the mob spawner in here. After a little bit of mob hunting, I think I have everything I need now, so... Enchant... Oh, wait. Speed, yeah. Speed 3. Speed 3. And then, actually, I kind of want an area enchant as well. You know what? Let's go without the area enchant for now. We can apply it later. So I think if my understanding of enchanting is still correct, where's my anvil? We can combine these. Oh no, we can't combine these. So then how do I get speed? Wait. Oh, this already has. It got all. I enchanted it. When it got all 4. Oh. So I just need to give it pedestal area 5 somehow. I assume I can't do that. Do you not combine books on an anvil anymore? Is that a Minecraft thing? According to the documentation, these can only be used with the EXP anvil upgrade, and this requires a bottle of enchanting that I don't. I took a little look and I couldn't find a way to make it. So we'll go with that. For now then, let's just use the one that we enchanted directly and just see how much better it is. So this goes in offhand, that goes in main hand, place it. And are you much better without augments? Yeah, you're a little bit better. I mean sorry, without bone meal. Right, so without bone meal, it grows it at a decent rate. with bone meal. It seems to sleep for a while after it finishes the seed. So let's see, does this... Can I click the farmland it's on? There we go. Is that better? Let me make a second infernium seed and see if I can get this a little bit better. With more seeds, we can see that the growth effect appears to be spread between them. That probably means that we can't just plant a whole field of it off of one pedestal, at least without bone meal. Now, if I get some bone meal, I think it can easily grow all 4 of those instantly. So I guess we either need a steady supply of bone meal, and I mean a very fast supply of bone meal. Oh wait, they do periodically give extra seeds back. Okay, that's nice. In that case, I guess that doesn't really change anything. It just means I probably didn't need to craft so many seeds by hand. I guess step 1 is we need to set up some type of farm for this. So I think I'm going to try to make its own bone meal, because we can do we can make bones off skeleton essence, and skeleton essence should be pretty easy to make. It's only a tier 3. Before we can get to the higher tier seeds though, I wanted to make a fully automatic infernium farm. So I decided to do it entirely using pedestals, not necessarily because I think that was the easiest way to do it, but, you know, we're learning the mod, let's learn how to use it. So there's a couple components here. We've already seen the grower fertilizer. This is what actually grows it. I wish I could actually, like, see the name of the upgrade on it. The harvester harvests it, and this harvester is now, if I do this, can I show you? Yeah, it's linked to this pedestal here. So what happens is any items that get harvested get placed in its inventory and then get sent to this one because they're linked pedestals. This one has an exporter on it, which sends the items into the attached inventory. And I forgot to lock my drawers. I'll lock the drawers in a second. But the essence is going to here, the seeds would go into here if I had properly locked it. Let's do that really quick. Get one out of there. Lock this, drop that in. All right, now I have another pedestal here. So this one, if I pull out my linking tool again, link it, is linked from this pedestal, which has an import. So this sucks a seed out of the drawer, sends it to this pedestal. And this one now is a planter. So this replants the seed. As far as I could tell, there was no harvester in this pack that can harvest the plants without breaking them. I mean, we could just put like a mechanical user or a clicker or whatever on right click. I think there's a click machine. Is it just called a click machine? No, we can buy it. Useful items somewhere. Yeah, it's just called a click machine, but it costs $150 or a visit to the end, I believe. Why don't I see it? I don't know. It requires a course from what I recall. So anyways, we're gonna harvest it by just breaking the plant. Now this gets a little bit trickier because we get more than one seed back on average, which means that this system does produce extra seeds, which means that I can't just blindly jam any seed into the planter, because then eventually it'll start planting the, you know, I can't guarantee that it's planting every type of seed. So I think what I'm going to do is for these seeds, the infernium seeds, I'll use the clicker. I'll use the planter and harvester combo to plant them and harvest them. But for the individual essence seeds, I'll just buy or make the click machine and have it harvest. Secondly, it seems like my harvester doesn't quite have the range to reach these, based on the fact that they're not getting harvested. I think that's okay. Let me now there's no way I can like pull the thing out to check it, which is a little annoying. Because if I can break the pedestal to check it, but then that also breaks the links. So based on the fact that it's not harvesting these seeds, I assume it's not able to see them. But in practice, that's okay, because we're limited by the speed at which this pedestal can grow stuff anyways, right? And it gives one growth, it outputs a growth tick every 2 ticks. It would be every tick if I had speed 5 on it, but since I only have speed 4, it's every other tick. And you know what? That's good enough for now. So, yeah, here we go. An automated infernium farm. It's not particularly fast without bone meal, but it'll get faster. For now, I can manually feed it bone meal, I suppose. I can harvest the bone blocks off that Leviathan and feed them into this one. So I guess let's set up a drawer for that. To transfer items faster between pedestals, I think I can enchant them. Well, so enchanting them increases the rate that they can interact, I guess, with the external inventory. To make them transfer items faster, we have to use these augments. So these are noticeably cheaper, first of all. A diamond for the speed one, emerald for the capacity one, and okay, the raid one's another star, but we ignore that. We don't need it. So I need to transfer bone. Oh, I need to filter this, don't I? Because I don't want it to get bone. I only want it to get bone meal. Shoot. We'll fix that in a bit. But first of all, I want it to transfer faster, so we place these that are offhand and just right-click them in. And then I think I actually want the same thing with the harvester. I want this to send its items back faster. So same thing. Offhand, right-click them in. To view the upgrades, there's a tool for it. Somewhere. Upgrade tool. You right click it, there we go. Doesn't actually tell me how many upgrades are in it. Enchantments, pedestal, I don't understand. There's a lot of text here, it doesn't all make sense to me. But anyways, now we have to filter this pedestal because we don't want it to try to pull in bone blocks, right? We want it to only get the bone meal. So pedestals has filters. Somewhere. Let me figure out how exactly these work. A couple ways to do the filtering. I think the filter system has changed very recently, so there's a bit of lack of documentation on it. I don't know how I managed to put bone meal into the filter, so I'm going to ignore that. But if we craft a filter, any filter, with the import upgrade, it makes it a smart import. So it'll only import items that can be set to another pedestal, which means if I place this on... Oh, come on. Place this on now, and then take that bone off. It'll only pull out bone meal because only bone meal can be sent to there if they're still linked. Let's see. Linking tool. It's gonna take me some time to get used to this mod. It definitely seems very powerful. Link you with you. Did I do that right? No, it sent a bone meal block there. What the heck? That's not supposed to happen. I don't quite understand filters yet. I put the filter in there, right? It says items in filter. Let me my filter back. Whitelist bone meal. So I don't know why. Oh, wait. No, that was without the filter. It sent the one. I mean, I guess I could just replace this with the regular drawer and let the drawer do the filtering for me. But at that point, why don't I just use like a, a mechanism pipe to send the items over? So instead, I think I'm just gonna not deal with the bone meal for now. For this, because my bone meal supply is limited and rather low at the moment. Anyways, we'll just let it grow the plants normally, and everything else is working. It's still, even with like the raw block in here, it's still applying the basic growth ticks to it. So our infernium farm is off and running. It's not very elegant. It's not very pretty. Honestly, not very fast, but it is automated. And how did this? What did that get in there? Oh, I probably clicked it on. But yeah, with this, I think we'll leave it here for today. I'm sure I'm overlooking some very obvious things in the pedestals mod that I will be yelled at for, but hey, do let me, give me any feedback. I don't typically... It's been a while since I've had to, learn relatively complicated mods from scratch, because just, like, there weren't that many new mods in 1.12, so... Ooh, thunderstorm time. Yeah. But, yeah, I look forward to seeing what this pedestals mod can do and getting further into mystical agriculture. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.